Hello everyone, Noah here, and I'm back on your Top 10s with another captivating video for you. What can an animal do if it is not equipped with sharp teeth, large claws, or toxic venom? How can it escape from predators? These guys seem to have found a solution. They have gone to the mountains. Today's video is about mountain goats. Let me introduce you to this beautiful goat with large horns. It's an alpine ibex or wild goat of the Alps, and it lives up there a bit high. This is the natural habitat of all the larger ungulates and other wild goats, and even domestic goats don't mind climbing. They are descendants of the wild bearded goats, although 8,500 years of domestication is a blink of an eye for evolution. But domestic goats are also perfectly trained to climb, as they demonstrate at every opportunity. The mountain goat lives at high altitudes of between 1,000 and 3,500 meters above sea level. In many cases, it is a tough region where only rocks and hardly any vegetation are visible underfoot. But there are many predators that dare to approach places like this. To live and thrive in places like these, desire alone is not enough. Serious physical training is also required. Although mountain goats weigh up to 100 kilograms, they are true masters of climbing. Their bodies are slightly flattened on the sides, which means they are more agile when squeezing against rocks. Additionally, goats have well-developed pectoral muscles that perfectly control their legs, which move easily, not only forward but also upward. But the most interesting thing is their hooves. They are bifurcated and can open wide, gripping rocks like a vise. Hooves have concave sets of foot pads that act as suction cups when they walk in their steep environment. The central part of each hoof has a special pad that adheres firmly to ridges, allowing them to cling to them, while the sides of their hooves, to the contrary, are made of hard and resistant fiber. Goats are capable of maintaining contact even with the smallest bump on the rock, which is why it may seem that the goat is literally clinging to nothing. For a goat, walking on a 10 to 12 centimeter ledge is like walking on a sidewalk for a human. If a goat jumps to a ledge and feels that it cannot hold on, it jumps farther and farther until it can hold on. This may seem dangerous, but it has everything under control. They can even descend almost vertical cliffs and feel completely comfortable. One such example is when snow goats engage in playful behavior, which can include running and jumping around on steep and rocky terrain. It may seem reckless, but this is actually a way for the goats to practice their skills and test their limits in a safe environment. Snow goats are also known for their social behavior. They live in herds of up to 20 individuals. They have a specialized digestive system that allows them to break down tough and fibrous plant material. This makes them well adapted to survive in their high altitude and harsh environment. Despite their impressive abilities, snow goats are facing threats to their survival. Climate change is causing the disappearance of their alpine habitats, and they are also being hunted for their meat, fur, and horns. Before we dive back into the incredible content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's get back to the video. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these unique and fascinating animals and ensure their continued existence in the wild. Mountain lions, also known as cougars or pumas, are known to hunt snow goats as they are one of the natural predators of these animals. Snow goats are an important food source for mountain lions, especially during the winter months when other prey may be scarce. Mountain lions are skilled hunters and are able to take down prey much larger than themselves, including adult snow goats. However, snow goats' excellent climbing abilities, ability to blend in with their snowy environment, and thick skin have helped them avoid predation. The Rocky Mountain goat battles the fierce bite of winter. She climbs higher to an isolated outcrop where, alone and safe from predators, she will give birth to her baby. Born at the top of the world, this few weeks old and his first footsteps are on the edge of a staggering cliff. His flexible and sensitive hooves will allow him to get a perfect toehold on even the tiniest ledge. But first, his mother will teach him how to use them. The kid faces many obstacles in his journey down to the valley to find food, but he faces his fears, and with unexpected strength, he proves he has what it takes to survive. Here we have a goat who decided to climb up a steep wall with almost no ledges. It's a huge dam, and the goat is already very high, and it's not climbing alone. A baby goat is climbing with it. But why do animals risk their lives like this? It's all about salt. The stones used to build the dam are rich in salt, and goats often pass by to refresh themselves with this mineral. It is essential for proper brain function and allows many processes to occur in the body. That's why you often find these salt-loving animals on the dam. Everything seems very scary, of course, but not for the goats. They even walk down the wall as if it weren't a wall. You can also find salt on the roads, which is even easier, and these snow goats have found a good spot, at least until spring. It's no wonder that these climbers know how to jump very well and can practically climb abysses up to 3.5 meters in length without any previous run-up. And all members of the herd repeat this trick, even the youngest goats. So it's a piece of cake to climb up a roof like this, or rather, jump. They're not ashamed to pick fights with other goats in the mountains, and sometimes these battles can be deadly. Listen to that sound. These fights are very dangerous because one of the fighters can fall, although their agility knows no bounds. And after that, they can conquer the females. That's how alpine ibexes do it, although it's not known to what extent sticking out their tongue helps. But apparently it has its meaning, and it's very difficult to catch such fast animals, especially in their territory, even for a consummate mountain hunter. Ibex can also move each toe independently, adding precision to their spectacular balance and climbing abilities. They can make evasive maneuvers on small ledges, helping them escape predators like golden eagles and bears. Despite their specialized abilities, just one slip or an eagle's peck can knock an ibex off balance, sending them to their death. The snow leopard is known to be very cautious and flees quickly, making it very difficult to catch such a large prey. Though leopards are not inferior to goats in agility, they sometimes get their trophy. Much less fortunate are bears, who are ultimately at a disadvantage. Bears are not as fast, and snow goats can easily escape them even with their young, although bears are individually very fast, especially in such rough terrain. The brown bear's only chance of catching the nimble snow goats is to chase them down. Even then, the goat's hooves allow them to go further than their pursuer, and the bear can't get close to them. However, the situation with eagles is not as straightforward. Their unexpected attacks often catch the herd off guard, especially the young ones. An eagle can even snatch and fly away with a young goat. But if the prey is larger, as in this case of the bighorn sheep, the trick won't work. Grasping its prey, the golden eagle runs down the slope and tries to take off. The raptor falls but doesn't release its claws. The sheep struggles to get away from the eagle, and they both tumble downhill. Finally, only at the bottom of the mountain, the eagle lets go of the bighorn sheep. And this is a very dangerous tactic. Eagles are very skillful and try to throw their heavy prey off the cliff, and sometimes they succeed. But the hunting of predators has little effect on the population of mountain goats. Like human activities, these places are difficult to access, and until now, people have only rarely reached them. Even goats learn from a young age not to let humans in. However, even they are powerless against nature. Avalanches claim more lives of mountain goats than all predators combined. For example, these ibexes were trapped in an avalanche that covered half of the herd. The rest managed to escape their imminent death. But look, the avalanche has stopped, and the goats covered in white snow have emerged. This time they were very lucky. And this is what goats do when they don't have mountains. This tree is called the argan, or thorny tree, and as you can see, it is covered in thorns. But Moroccan goats are not afraid of it at all. It's their favorite snack, a fleshy fruit similar to a plum. Shepherds don't scare them away. They remove the thorns so the goats can reach as high as possible. They collect the seeds of the tree's fruit that have been processed in the goat's stomach. It's better than climbing the tree to pick the fruit oneself and remove the seeds. Then the seeds are destined for further processing, where a very expensive argan oil is obtained, considered medicinal and used in cosmetics. Who would have thought that these animals were so adapted to the difficulties of life? That's a wrap for today. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a comment about it. We'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.